See if we got on the air here. Yeah. I had some trouble getting on. Something always screws up all technology. Let's see what we got here. If we got anybody on, I'm gonna be on soon. Soon. Okay. It looks like I'm there, doesn't it? Okay. Great. Oh, and Cameron's there. Nice to see you again, Cameron. Anyway, and by the way, because I'm a one-man band doing all this stuff, I know you leave me notes on here, and it's hard for me to answer because I got to get up here real close and read what the hell he's saying and get the answer. So if but I love your comments. Put on the comments because I watch them afterwards. So that's important. But to get me, really, just it's letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. That's the way to get a hold of me. So letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Okay, and that will be a better way to get a hold of me for some reason. I owe you money or something like that. I know those people will find me. Okay, so somebody else joined on Facebook. Oh, what do we have here? Hi there. Here from Indianapolis. Yeah, I love Indianapolis. What's that town square? Meridian. That's right. All the TV stations used to be on that Meridian Street. I think that's the name of it. And I just go down the block, one TV station to another when I used to go around the country doing local TV shows. That's how you sold a book. It was fun. And I'd say the same thing 15 times a day on 15 different stations. Hey, shout out from Toledo. Hey, shout out from South Carolina. Hey, from Memphis, Tennessee. See, all those towns I used to go to. I used to do like 50 cities. I used to stay home for a year, write a book, and then go out and do 50. Oh, love your colorful suit. And the soul. Oh, you can see my soul. LA County here. Wow. Brooklyn. Wow. All those towns. I actually have some friends of mine from Brooklyn who are just here. They're filmmakers. They stayed and they sent me a nice basket of goodies from all over the world. Now let's see what else we got there. Okay. Now, I don't know if you saw this in the teaser. Oh, maybe we wait another minute. So anybody else coming? Come on, hurry up. Tell your friends. Tell them I'm here because I'm live now, and I don't know how long that's going to be. So live, especially at my age, you never know. So make sure you tell your friend, hey, Les goes on now, and you want to know about 10 things that you don't have to get a loan for anymore. No more loans. You don't have to do with that stuff anymore. So that's what I want to tell you about. Today is how to get over these loan stuff. And not to fool around with these loans anymore, because I think that's what's killing us in this country, and especially individually. Matthew, I have a question. If you are an artist or new actor, can you ask for the government? Sure. Actually, it's really for anybody. That's why I'm going to do a book now just for vets. Because what the government tells you is just the programs from the VA. But there's thousands of other programs that we got to tell vets for. Tell about. So even if you're an actor, the main thing for actors is the National Endowment of the Arts, and every state has an arts council, and even big cities have art councils that give out grants to individual artists. But to me, the most important thing, if you're an actor, so maybe you have a band or you do stand-up comedy, actually, they hire more stand-up comics than anybody else at their clubs all over the world. And see, that's what to get. Don't get a grant, get a job forever. They'll hire you forever. You figure out that system. That's better. But what I want to talk about today is debt. Can you see this? Let's see. I didn't know how to change it on. on YouTube, but I see on Facebook, you can see it. But the graph is going up. So this is today over on this side, okay? And the bump in the middle is back in 2008. Okay, now this is how much debt that people owe in this country. This is the debt bubble, and now it's increasing. It's higher than ever before. We have more debt now in this country than ever before, and we should be saving money. We should take in our belts, and tighten them, man. You don't want all that crap around that just. I think this is what kills most people. Really, is the debt. What causes anxiety. I think when you have anxiety in your life, it eats away inside. That's something. Eating away inside at you. And makes you sick, and you don't even realize it. I don't think they have a way to tell, and I guess you can't take what I'm saying to the bank either, because there's no real data on that, scientific data, but it has to be. Man, if you're miserable all day, you know how you come home and you want to kick the dog and everything, and why are you miserable? Because you're doing something that you hate doing. Why you hate doing something? Because you got debt. Right? You got debt. And though the economy takes a dive or whatever, and you say, oh my God, now you're so worried because you can't pay off the debt you got because of all that crap you needed, and maybe you don't need all that stuff. That's the other thing. I think most of the stuff we buy, at least I see, at my age, it seems like most people buy things to impress other people. I got a bigger house than you. I got a bigger this than you, and I got a bigger. Oh, what the hell? You need a house to live in. You need a car to get somewhere, right? If you need that. Okay. So now what I want to do is say, you don't have to get all that debt anymore. So this is what I'm doing now is a lot. Actually, I just did 2 or 3 phone. If you go to lesco.com/talk, I talk to people on the phone, whether it's 5, 10 minutes or 60 minutes or whatever, showing people alternatives to do things. Like the fellow who's an artist there, and anything. There's so many programs out there, and sure, it's not a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee in life. If you want a guarantee in life, don't get up in the morning. Die. That's the only guarantee you get in life. Otherwise, it's a crapshoot. But you have to know options. You want to try something. And you have to know they're there to be able to try it, or else you won't try it. And you're stuck. You think the only way to do it is spend all that money like going to college. Man, see, and actually, on this graph here of the debt, most of that big debt that's happened since 2007 is because of student loans. Now that's a crime, and whose fault it is? It's a lot of fingers, the guy over there, But you have options to that, and now, if you go like University of the People, uofpeople.edu, I think it is. They're nothing. They charge you for a course, and they're legitimate, and I think that you just have to pay like $100 to take the exam for the course, so you can get a whole degree online for almost next to nothing. You go to one of these for-profit colleges, man, they're charging you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, and then you're going to be in debt forever. There's other ways to do it. You can take courses from Harvard online for free. You go to the community college if you're low income. That's absolutely free. And actually, Tennessee is going to be free for everybody at community college. New York is going to be free at state universities, I think, in the next year or so for everybody. So that's what we have to do: is lower the time. Take 2 years if you want to get that degree. Go to the community college for $1,000 or whatever it is a semester. Man, that is. It's just stupid to go in debt for another $50,000 for something. Who the hell knows if it's right or wrong? And why are we doing that? Because, if I don't have a degree from Harvard or something, maybe that's true for 6 universities. But the millions of us, we're splitting hairs, or it's the University of Bumkunk or the University of Upper Bumkunk. Who would care? You just need the talent. You need the skills. And so there's so many more ways to do that than to pay $50,000 a year, whatever the heck they're getting from people now. So that's just obscene. And the one thing you should not do is go to a for-profit college. I think that is just terrible. They are just They're getting you to get a loan for them to pay everything. 90% of their money comes from you getting a loan from the government. So the government's subsidizing that kind of stuff, you know. And the guy who started Phoenix, he died a billionaire. He was a billionaire. You're supposed to be out there helping people. You're a billionaire. Sure, you can't take away a billionaire. But what the heck? I mean, this is education. There has to be some level of things that you do for other people too. You're not alone in this world. So anyway, that's it. Also, training. So besides college, it's training. You need skills. Okay, you're going to hear ads all the time. You know, hey, join here. In 6 months, you'll be able to get a job and pick up that beautiful girl at the office or whatever the heck it is. You know, no, they're going to charge you 10 grand, 8 grand or whatever, you know, to do that. No, you go to your Department of Labor. You know, and every state has that. This is what I do on the phone calls. I tell them where that Department of Labor is. You know, you don't need me. You can find out. You do a little research. Just don't go to .coms. You want to go to .gov and .org. So your county Department of Labor called Workforce Development. That's what it is. Workforce Development. That's what you want to know. And you contact them. Make an appointment. And talk about training programs. They have them for all kinds. I just found a program for a client now for displaced homemakers. I didn't even know that was a term in the lexicon anymore. But it is. You know, women who all of a sudden have to go back in the workforce after being a mom, or now they're divorced or whatever. So they have special training program money for displaced homemakers. Kids getting out of college. You know, now I talked to a woman up in New Jersey. You know, she's going nowhere, got a degree, can't get a job, so she needs a training money. So I told her where to go. You know, in New Jersey, to get that 6 months of training without paying $6,000 to do. There's also nonprofits that do that too. If you go to 211 and you go into and you search 211 as a database, you can call them or whatever, no matter where you are in the country, look for job training help, you know, and they'll tell you. Emergency money. So many people take a loan out for emergency. Oh God, I need $500. You know, and I told you about, I think the last time, how like 60-some% of the of people in the United States don't have an extra $400 or $500 for an emergency. That's over half the people don't have that kind of money. So what happens when you know the wheel falls off your car, you know, and you need $500? Well, that's where these payday loan people are around, right? They're going to get gazillion dollars from you, you know, at thousands of percent interest or whatever. No. You can't do that. No. That's another thing. You're paying some guy for $300. You're paying $300 a week, or else he comes and breaks your kneecaps. I used to see movies about that, you know. But no, I mean, the government actually has emergency money. So you contact your county government and ask them where it is. You know, it's called different things in every county, you know, and that's the important thing. But you got to dig at it. It's not going to come to you. The people who come to you, the people who are going to get money out of you, they're the people who make all the effort to find you. The people who give it away, you got to find them. And that's what that is. Okay, legal help. Man, that's what it is. People, you know, you want to get even, you're getting screwed somehow, you don't need a lawyer. I mean, you may, but there's a lot of ways you could do that first. Like my friend who wanted to go bankrupt, man, we found an office. And this is through the Small Business Development Center, free legal advice. It was terrific. Yeah. And there's help like that for anything. Anybody messes you over, you could go to your state government and say, who regulates that person? That contractor who screwed up my kitchen and ran away with $10,000. What are you going to do? You go to the state government because they're licensed to do that. So if they want to do business anymore, the government will go after them for you. You could even be wrong and they'll go after him for it. So that's legal. Cars, man, there's actually what's happening, you know, with our urban living. So many people are living in you know, metropolitan areas, don't even need cars. Like we have an apartment downtown Washington, D.C. I use a scooter. You know, my son uses a bicycle, or whatever. And if we need a car, we use just a temporary car. You know, that car to go. They have this all in the big cities. So just think, you're saving $300-400 doing that. Or Or if you really need a car because you live in the suburbs or whatever, look for, things that these are not everywhere, but there's money programs that help you, like up to $8,000 to buy a car, buy a used car because you need one, or $1,000 to fix a car, and that's I know. New Jersey even has automobile insurance, at a big discount for people who need it. And how do you find it in your area? Well, you gotta dig. And a good place to start is that 211 also. Okay, home repairs, okay? Now your roof's falling in, or whatever it is, okay? There are dozens of programs, no matter where you are, to help for those repairs. Because otherwise, or it not only grants, they're low interest loans. And they're loans, if they come from a government backed, they're less likely to have people from Detroit with baseball bats come and collect from you. Yeah, so that's why you don't want to go wheel with these people. You want nice people that lend you money, not these people with baseball bats in their trunk that come after you. And so that's it. I mean, the people on Wall Street, man, they're just in business to make money for investors, right? The people lend you money in the government programs for money to fix up a house. They're there for you to thrive. If you don't thrive, they're not doing their job. So that's why they're helping you. They're not there to put you in jail and get their goddamn money, kind of thing. So look for those. Also, starting a business. So many people think, wow, oh boy, I'm going to borrow, I'm going to do this and start a business. You don't have to do that anymore. You can't do that. You start businesses now without any money. For 20 cents, you have a store, whatever. You do a website and see if anybody wants to buy, whatever the hell you're thinking about selling. You could not even have a product and do a crowdfunding thing and see if anybody will give you money. Then if they do, then you have a good idea. So you get money and then you build the product. Now it seems stupid to me to go out and find money, whatever, get loans to build your product and then go out and sell it. Man, nobody knows what works. It's no matter how smart you are nowadays, man, you don't know what really is going to work. So that's why that eliminates that problem of getting any kind of loan to start a business. And then you do it the crowdfunding way. And then what happens is, for sure it's going to work because now you have the money. People said they'll buy it already. And so you take 6 months, a year, whatever it is, to do it. But you got the money already. You got your first 100,000 sales or whatever it is to do that. So that's why you don't need. Or even like past due mortgage payments. So you want to make a loan or something to pass them. No, there's now, go to your state housing finance authority. In every state, now every state doesn't have the money to pay back, but a lot of them do because it was so many people were in trouble with mortgages. They'll pay like 6 months worth of mortgage. They'll pay they'll even give you $50,000 to pay down your mortgage, so that now you don't have a $250,000 mortgage. You have only a $200,000 mortgage. So that's almost cutting it 25%. So that's going to drop your income. Your mortgage payments a lot. And healthcare. The healthcare bills now, people are still getting in trouble and going bankrupt because of healthcare bills they can't pay for, or whatever. That's, oh God, why don't we fix this? And I call it, we have Obamacare, we got Trump care, and it's mostly I don't care. Nobody cares that people are, can't get health care. They're getting into debt over their head because of health. Well, there's nonprofit organizations that help you with that. If you go back some of the other videos that I've done recently, I did one on healthcare, and I give you those, and email me if you lose it, because I can't think of them offhand. But even now, you can even get free healthcare. I just finished on Udemy. The places where the course, I just did a course on that. So it's on Udemy. If you put Let's Go on Udemy, you'll see the new course just went up today on health care. How to pay for health care. Not only doctor's visits, hospital visits, dental care, health care for your pet. That's right. How to raise money for a big bill that you have in healthcare. You need money because now you have a healthcare problem. You can't work, so you don't have money. So what do you do there? How to get that money and everything. So that's all in there. It's very cheap, and I take you step by step. It's a video course with all the links in there. But more importantly, I think, as a society, I see we're sneaking up in the debt again. boy, and who's making money with all that debt? It's the financial services industry, right? They're making money because they're charging so much for money, and that's the most profitable business in this country is financial services. So the way to say to the way, yeah, I see somebody said about utilities. Yeah, there's a lot of programs for that. The way to fight that is don't go into debt, because all you're doing is feeding that monster that just wants more. Right now, 25% of all profits, company profits in America, come from financial services. 25%. And the financial services only have 4% of the workforce, 4% of the workforce, and 25% of all the profit. That's why the last 20 years, financial services, to me, are what's ruining this country. Don't tell them that, because they don't believe it. But it is. What the heck are they really doing? Putting the rest of us in debt so they could live off the debt. And we get sick, and we get headaches, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that what we got to do just keeps trying, because you become a slave to that debt. I mean, that's to me the most important thing. You become a slave to debt. If somebody owes you money, that's why I always hated debt. I never got it at all. I never was in debt, because it just, boy, I want to do the things I want to do, not because I owe some idiot some money or something. Some things you have to debt, like a home or something. You got a mortgage, but why do we get debt for everything? And it seems silly. And now with higher education, we think we have to. We're not going to succeed if we don't have that. Well, I think that's changing. That's because the big companies, the only way they could tell is if you had some fancy degree or something. But that's changing now. They're not hiring anyway. And what you need more than a degree is a skill. And that's what's becoming more and more obvious now as we evolve. And that's why we're going through a transition in this country, and the whole world is too. And we can't live by the 50s mentality. Factory jobs are not coming back. That's silly. And we want to believe maybe some are somewhere, but it's not going to be significant enough to make any changes. That's why you have to prepare for the future. And we're all living long. Man, look, I'm 74. I feel like I'm going to live at least 20 more years. So before at 74, man, I'd be pushing up daisies or whatever, like my grandparents' age, but we're living longer. So that's why we have to get the skills, we have to keep up and realize the world is changing. We have to fit in. This world is changing whether we like it or not. As far as I can, sort of like a train coming down. You're either going to jump on or get in front of it and let it run you over. Or not play at all. That's it. So that's why, how do you use the system instead of it using you? Now, somebody said about utility bills. Yes, there's a lot of programs, and a good way to find that is at 211. At 211, I do big reports on, you want to buy or fix up a house or become a real estate investor in any city in this country. I do custom reports for that, like that every day. And I show you all of those. But you could start yourself by doing 211. You could call them up about utility assistance, because there'll be a dozen or 24 programs depending on where you live. You could call your state housing authority. They keep that alive. And also, don't forget your elected official. Call those suckers. That's what they're there for. Most of it's government programs, so ask them about it. They're getting paid big dollars. They don't do anything else. They're obviously not doing much. Except yelling at each other. So have them work for you. Why not? That's what life is about. What else? Anybody have a quick question? Well, okay, guys. Thanks again. I'm going to go down and spend the weekend in Washington, D.C. I live in a suburb now, but we have an apartment downtown. I love the urban kind of life. Keeps me a little buzz, a little boring out here, and leave it to Beaver Town. But they're both nice. I don't care. take care. Thanks for putting up with me. And don't forget, letsgo.com/talk. I got great reviews on this. I had 2, 3 this past day. You can talk for 5, 10 minutes if you want, 30, 50, 60, 100 minutes you want. You want to go, and it's like $1 a minute, so anything you want, but it's really to get off the top of my head that I can get you started. I know I can, and that's what I'm trying to do, is find the best way to take the knowledge I have so you don't have to get caught in the Google, windmill. You never get out of the internet. I mean, it's a rabbit hole, on the internet, and you can't find the good stuff. And I've been studying this stuff for 40 years, so I know how to cut through this, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not perfect, of course, but and I can't guarantee everything would work, but I'm going to guarantee I'll save you a ton of time of being able to find exactly what your options are, okay? So it's letsgo.com/talk. Or just tune in next time, and I'll come screaming and shouting about something else soon, okay? So follow me on whatever these things are, YouTube. Get a subscription so you know about it, and follow me on Facebook, because I think my friend thing is sort of like all full up or something. They only got 5,000. I'm not sure what it is, but I think you have to follow it and not friend to get it on there, okay? Talk to you soon. Now we got to turn these off, don't we?